Good morning. It has been a hot minute since we've done Kung Fu for artists. We're going to catch up a bit. So, over the past week, we had the Kung Fu clinic, and it went really well. Sifu's very pleased with the work I've been doing with the students. The only thing he told me I really needed to do was do Kung Fu poses for the littler kids so they could really focus on their center line. So with Wing Chun, we really focus on their center line. So if you don't understand what that means, we have a forward center line. So if you put your arms like this, you will see that there's a line right here, right? That's your center line. It goes from body straight out into infinity. But they have improved so much since the clinic. They had a lot of fun. What can we learn from that clinic for people who are artists? Practice, my dears, practice. We must continuously practice. You're allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes, you know, when we're all a Bob Ross child, and he says there's no mistakes, just happy little accidents. And for Kung Fu artists, it's not a mistake, it's a lesson. So let's say someone comes in with a punch, and instead of you pak sawing, big patty cake, you might do this. You're like, I did a tan sao, I didn't do a pak sao. That's okay. What can you learn from that? If you do by chance actually do a tan sao, okay, this is trying to like really scrunch up tan sao, but here you go. Fist and a half on center line, tan sao. Some tan sao look like this, some look like this, some look like this. Okay, all right. Don't panic. What can you do from that position? So let's say we make a mark, we're drawing, blah 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 blah, and all of a sudden we get bumped by the dog because he's chasing the cat, which happens constantly. So many times. What can you do about that? You can, and say it's really grounded. You're drawing like I've been teaching you. If you don't know, go back to the first lesson and do those lessons, okay? You do that, and all of a sudden, because the dog slammed into you. It happens. Humans are humans, and artists are humans, and life is chaotic. You ground in. Okay, what do? You have a few options. You can scream and throw out profanities and just rip it all to pieces. Highly don't recommend. Or you can cry, throw your pencil down, and take a sip of coffee. Coffee house. Or, then you can study it, right? And you can try to eliminate the gouge, the mark. The cat's fighting. And see, I'm going to put all of this into this video. I'm not going to even edit this video because you need to hear real life. Artists are not these magical, mythical creatures and just magically draw things. Kung Fu artists are not magical things that you see in the movie. They're just human beings who really practice Kung Fu with their art. You know, I learned Wing Chun. I'm instructing Wing Chun. And in order for me to get to the point where my Sifu's like, you should think about opening up a club now. Okay. I didn't think it would be until I was 45. I did it before I was 40. So listen, practice hard. You know what, like I said in the other movies, I did stroke after stroke after stroke after stroke. And then I would write and make all kinds of scribbles. Those weird scribbles taught me so much. So when you make the accident get with your dog and gouging you go, instead of maybe trying to erase and then crying because you can't get it erased, and then you think your drawing's not good enough or imperfect and just ruined, stop, breathe. Can you create something out of that gouge? Maybe you can do maybe create the palm strike as in Kung Fu, or maybe there could be another puddle, maybe a whisker, maybe a crack in the wall. Maybe it will be the thing that brings the whole entire thing come alive. Don't underestimate your mistakes. because they're not mistakes. They're lessons and opportunities to learn. The other important thing is sometimes we feel bad about our art. We think we are horrible at it. We think that we are no good at it. I think this a lot. It's our anxiety. It's the self-negative talk that we all endure at one point or the other. And it's not fun. It can erode a person very quickly if we do not keep in control of it. It should never ever be in control of you, because you are you. Okay? Don't forget that. You are in control of your brain. You are in control of your emotions. You are in control of the reactions. You want good, healthy responses when the time calls for a reaction. Okay? So, I gouged my paper. And I felt it rip. Okay? Yeah, it's still getting deep. Alright, so I'm just gonna draw. Whatever happens, happens. Okay? And this is what I want you to focus on. I'm not gonna do any coloring work. I'm just gonna use a regular pencil. We're gonna practice the techniques that we have, but we are just going to create some really random stuff. You can try to mimic this motion, but I don't want you to. I just want you, if you're following along, dig in, work hard, and then create. Okay? It doesn't matter if it looks perfect. It doesn't matter if it looks messy. It doesn't matter if it's just art. That's the whole point of this exercise, is to let go of all that control and crap and just be. Let's create. All right, here we go. I think this looks really cool. It's kind of ghosty. Don't mind my messy desk. I'm in like 5 billion projects right now, and I'm okay with that. He just looks very like a ghost. Right now, he will be named Fred. Everything is named Fred until I say otherwise. That is a whole, there we go. Stop it, what the hell? I can't draw circles. Alright, this is what I got so far. Just from doing a very random drawing. Okay? Now we're going to keep these shapes particularly very, 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 very simple, because we're not here to create a masterpiece. We are here to practice and do drills. Okay? Just like we do in Kung Fu, we do the 2-man drills, we do conditioning. We are only doing conditioning. I just happen to draw a really weird, random little ghosty drawing. Alright, so what's up there? So we're going to work on the shading. So we're going to go from that dark to light, and then we're going to try to spread it out as far as we can. I'm going to try. See how I'm catching on that? This is also a good way to practice how far you're going. Staying in between the lines. Oh, it again. Okay, if it's gonna be like that, well, what can we do with it? Click, click, click. Yeah, hear that? Lighter. I mean, that means less pressure. Okay. Now, we have a little blendy stick. Look very closely. You can see how there's like little darker spots here and here. It's okay. Let that be. Today, we're letting things be. All right. I want you to keep drawing. If you are at this point, I am going to stop this camera and go to the other camera so you guys can get a better angle. And I will do some side work with my phone. Today, don't worry about if it looks perfect. Just do your thing. You got this. All right. I kind of cheated. Only because I'm excited. So I finally got my sketch box. And they came with these pencils. And it's just, I believe, all straight up lead. Which is really cool. And I did that line that we had just worked on. I filled it in with one of these just because I'm trying to test out what it looks like. This way. Oh, here we go. See how much darker that comes in? Oh yeah. There is a value line. Look at that. That is so cool. Alright. Thank you, Sketchbox, for sending me a new box. I really, truly appreciate it. I did not get my box until 2 weeks after they shipped it out. And I'm like, guys, I'm gonna get it by the 1st or 3rd. We got you. We got you. Seriously, Sketchbox is awesome. I love their supplies. They have never disappointed me. It's good stuff. It's very highly, like, not sponsored. I would hope they would want to sponsor me. I mean, I've told them enough I love yous in the last couple days to, like, hopefully get the point across, you know? Anyways, so, keep working on the pencil. All right, I'm gonna go back to a regular pencil. This would be a nice little like guideline that we can go off of and see how just a regular pencil matches up with something that's better, higher quality. Oh, see? Always a lesson. Peace.